It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He's coming off a banner week, over 160 yards in that one. It's the Lions. Coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is
He tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Love's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Now Love will try with his legs. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Love, they go play action now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Well, on 3rd down, he found his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Holding offense.
Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. Here's Love. His throw incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And now it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. It's taken to the 26. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brewer, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Love now. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
On the option, Weber hang on to it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he powers his way up past the 30. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Woods will say he should have had it, but it'll be second down. You talk about they've been pretty solid against the pass toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now Jones.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw on 3rd down. Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game.
Following the interception, Love. That one caught by Carter. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Henry fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Henry again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt.
And the Commander defense able to hold.
A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down. Positive. Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Jones throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
21 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd year.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
Now a short one to Gesicki.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go. Boom. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now the extra point try forthcoming.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he returns this to the 22.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last last time. They had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow me to get into the end zone.
This time, and now off to the races, down the right side, and out across midfield, down to the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Love looking to throw it. Finding Williams once more, complete.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down, Lions.
On play action. Love to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Holding. Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Inside handoff, Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Now we'll see what the big tight end Mike Gesicki and the rest of the offense has in store. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on in their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Love. He dumps it off for Henry. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's brought in by Harris.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout?
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We saw a strong first half of play from quarterback Mac Jones. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over.
They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now Love. They'll find Williams on the slant. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down.
Henry up the middle, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Looking to throw. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Love from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. He's got a man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
And that went too high and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on that.
A second down throw. Chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing Jones. And now another one thrown incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love now. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Well, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
37 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 in some concerning situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete to Dodson.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs and say, roads closed.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Read option. Here's Herbert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love going to keep it on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd and 4.
Now Jones. That is caught. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Gesicki, 58 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Love will try with his legs.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now a third down and 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a dump off here complete, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Khalil Herbert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Love, they go play action now.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here come the Lions now.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
He gets it complete to Harris. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5.
Love looking to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Love from the gun on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, Henry. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in from the Lions. Touchdown. Harrison Bryant, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense set to take over again. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Dodson. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Pulled in at the 24. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Love looking to throw it. And he can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Love. That is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down. You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Jones throw here, taken in by Gesicki. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, that answers the question in my head. They're going to go for the win right now.
I think you're absolutely right. They're not content with going to OT. Here's Jones. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's good. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a first down. And the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play. To throw is Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jones. Yeah, to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Now their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
Offense.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Herbert powering up the middle, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime. 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs. Move the ball downfield. Have some confidence. Get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this. If I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands. Critical situation. Now's their time.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Throwing Jones.
Open man, there's Gray. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
First and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
But it's a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot him.
The Lions offense set to take over. This is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now, because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Well, 1st down, Henry going to be swallowed up in the backfield as he'll wind up losing about 3. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Herbert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Love. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. A pause now as they tend to an injured player. And it's the quarterback, Jordan Love. He's shaken up out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now Jones. And Dotson, he's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here on first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you have no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
He's got McLaurin, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends at a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us. We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah,
MEH, man. So that'll just about do it for Charles.